This is a city. Some call it Denton, Texas.
We call it ReaperLand. I think it's just very quiet. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Could you not hear it?
No.
No, we couldn't.
Oh, come on. I think. Okay. So when you unhook and hook things back up, go back in and tell it to send it back. So
Yeah.
all of our sound bites.
Yeah.
Go and fix it.
Hey,
Okay.
Vigos.
You guys won't.
Okay. So what did they hear?
They heard it.
They probably heard it.
They heard
Oh,
it great.
okay.
You guys, literally just the two.
Yeah, sound engineering hurts my brain.
Mm.
It's wild.
We got any sound engineers in chat? I know I talked to a guy last year at ReaperCon that does sound design stuff. I sent you his email, Justin. I think he
Yeah.
contacted you.
And what did you do? Just like throw it away? Going, I
No,
don't need this.
He
I-
did an ed,
It-
delete key.
So the-
Yeah.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
do that. The stuff that I would actually need the guys' help with. Like, we're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And yet
No.
you can't put the sound bites up.
I can't. No, I can't.
Sounds pretty
I just have
crazy to
go
me,
in.
doesn't it to you, John?
Just
have
it
to
just
come in here
breaks
and
all the
fix
time.
Mm-hmm.
It does right here. Like that.
There you go.
I have to go in and reroute it. It's not a breaking.
Valendar. I'm an unsound engineer. And Tuckerman said 55 years ago. Did they have
yet
sound
to-
back then?
Yes. Back in the olden days.
Yeah.
Traveled in stone. Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Welcome to ReaperLand.
It's Friday. It's a sleepy, drowsy day here on a nice day. It's kind of hot.
Did you guys hear the witch?
Yeah,
thing?
could they hear that?
No.
Oh, okay.
not actually.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We'll get it later.
Yeah.
Plenty of sound bites to grab.
Booty,
in the
booty,
future.
booty.
Exactly.
Like that one, but it was more of the evangelical guy going, I know there's a witch out here.
Yeah, witch. I know that there's probably some good sound bites from the artists at during the Kickstarter party. I wasn't able to listen into it, and I haven't gone back to watch it when the artists were on.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Bobby, Jason, Proctor, and who was the fourth one? I know it was Christine, but who was before Christine? Anybody there that was watching? I was making announcements for the raffle. For anybody that was at the party, I was doing the raffle. Only 2 more days till Monday.
Ah,
You got
Rhonda.
it. Oh, Rhonda. Okay, Rhonda. Rhonda was on. I bet you there were some good sound bites in there.
We'll have to go back and look.
And
You
don't
know-
be afraid to create a total pile of dog shit.
Exactly. Words of wisdom from Michael Proctor.
That and more. Oh, tomorrow's free comic book day.
Oh, seriously? So you just go to your local comic book store and steal a comic, and they're supposed to give it to you?
No, yeah, steal, yeah. No, normally they have like a selections of stuff that you can choose from.
Mm.
It's also Mother's Day. When is that?
Sunday.
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 Come get all your mothers.
Yeah.
Half off.
Uh,
No, I celebrated Mother's Day last weekend. We went to the Fort Worth Zoo.
Oh. Well,
And-
did you see the gorillas I adopted?
Yeah? Wait, you adopted gorillas at the zoo?
Well, Vicky did.
Oh,
For my
cool.
birthday, that was my birthday present. She sent money to the Fort Worth
Oh,
Zoo,
nice.
and and you get this little you get these stuffed gorillas, the silverback gorilla and the
Yeah.
baby gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They were in the World of the Primates, I think.
There you go.
Is the
See?
exhibit.
So I officially adopted them down at the Fort Worth Zoo. I like the zoo.
Yeah, I haven't been to the zoo obviously since I was in middle school, but I remember we were at Sarah's parents' house and we were deciding what we were going to do that day. We normally go to like antique malls and things like that. That's kind of like our hobby time. But I looked online and I was like, hey, let's go to the zoo. I haven't been to the zoo in a long time. And we go there and there's just a bunch of families, like with kids, like
Yeah.
a bunch of families.
Yeah, because it's a good value. You have
Yeah.
something to do for hours, and it doesn't cost.
Yeah, and they all pack their lunches.
Yeah.
Like, they all have like
Yeah.
coolers and
Mm-hmm.
there's little picnic areas at the zoo for families to have.
Did you take the little
lunches.
train ride?
I wanted to, but I didn't know how her parents felt about it
Ah,
because when we were showing up, we got out of the car and Sarah goes, "I feel a little weird being here." I was like, "Why?" And she goes, "This is for children," and I was like, "What?"
adults can enjoy the zoo too.
I guess adults can. I enjoyed it. I had a great time.
Yeah.
But I just made fun of her the whole time,
The,
acting like she was a kid.
The Reaper Harley's dad,
Mm-hmm.
when he was a young boy, Reaper Harley's grandmother would take him to the zoo, and one time took him to the Fort Worth Zoo, and they had the little train exhibit. And so they were riding that train exhibit, and then the train got held up. And everybody thought it was all part of the whole shtick and handed over their wallets and stuff like that. Turns out, no, it was real. They were being robbed.
Oh. All right. Yeah, just go. We'll take your stuff.
Yeah.
People with Palos Apep says they have annual passes for their local zoo.
Yeah.
I love the petting zoo.
But the gorillas I adopted are not, unless you go to the Fort Worth, they're not anywhere else. Only in Fort Worth.
Only the Fort Worth. I saw them. He was huge. The
silverback.
The silverback.
Yeah.
He's obviously bigger than all the other primates. He was really cool.
He's my
gigantic.
enforcer. You know, if I need to, get some stuff done around here, I said, come on, let's go.
Come on. He was really cool. My favorite part, I think, was the baby elephant. There was a baby elephant that was born last year. His name is Brazos, named after the Brazos River, obviously. But he was born on the same day Sarah was. So I thought that was really cool. But he was cool to see, a baby elephant. Because they have like a whole family tree that you can look at of all the elephants that are there and like who's the oldest and who's the dad and the mom and all that stuff. And the oldest male elephant was ginormous. They're huge, like towering over all the other elephants too. Ginormous. Pygmy elephant shrew. Oh, that sounds cute.
As Ed can attest to, I watch a lot of porn. There you go.
Wait. Oh, you edited it.
Yeah.
All that sound engineering.
Yeah,
because it's murder porn.
Yeah.
But hey, if that's there you go.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Objection, move to strike.
As Ed can attest to, I watch a lot of murder porn.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Depends on how I want to paint.
Yeah. Just depending on how much I pissed him off or something.
That's a good one for Reaper Live next
All the
week.
ladies in chat are going like,
what's up, Paul John's Life? What's up on this lovely Friday? Like I said, it's kind of bright today. It's been kind of weird. It's been Texas. Around here.
Yeah. 60 degrees just the other day, and now
I think
it's
Tuesday it was
85.
like cloudy and cold. Luckily, the air conditioner went out in this. And the Freon, I think, ran out in this building that we're in right now. And it froze, and then they had to defreeze it and put Freon in and all that stuff. But it happened on the day that it was quite nice outside. So luckily, we got lucky with that.
Yeah.
And it's been running since. It's almost frigid out there.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Crazy.
But I like it. Especially working with hot molds. Like, whenever you take the molds out from when they're done cooking, you got to handle them. You get pretty hot. I've been on a groove this week. I've been getting in the flow of mold making. I feel like I'm flying right now.
How many molds you made?
A bunch. They want, the goal is, I think Ed's goal is he wants me to make 4 a day.
Yeah.
Because it depends on how complicated they are. The most I've made in a day is 6.
Oh.
That's cheating.
Man, you're hot.
Woo! Somebody said pyro tanks instead of the cryo tanks.
Yes.
So we switched to the pyro tanks today. So that's why we're on fire. But that was a little bit cheating. They were just simple molds. But
hey,
I've been really enjoying it.
That's the best. You get credit.
Especially because before, when we were doing the Kickstarter, I had to focus on the Kickstarter and all this other stuff. And now that it's over, I can kind of slow down a little bit and do the mold making stuff. But I know it's about to get really crazy here with Base Boss 2 and new releases and Kickstarter.
Yeah.
It's about to roll out a lot. So just
What happened to the 15 or 16 you said a few weeks ago? I don't know.
What happened to the 15 or 16 molds? I don't think I've ever made that. In Black Rubber molds, I can make 10 a day.
Yeah.
I can make a lot.
So the goal is to make most of the back catalog available in both metal and USA?
I think that is the far-reaching goal. I think that's always been the goal.
Long term, yeah.
Since 2012, really.
Since the dawn of time.
It's the dawn. Wait, 2012 would have been...
That would have been, I think, the first
22
Kickstarter.
years into Reaper's existence?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, 20 years.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Wait, what did I say? 30?
22.
Oh, 22. You're right.
Yeah,
20 years.
It's 20 years.
Yeah. But it's always been the goal, and they look nice. I think I love the new material. I feel like I'm getting really good at making molds now. I'm really happy with them. So we'll see how it goes. And if anybody comes and takes tours, tours at reaperlive.com, you can come see my handiwork, as it were.
It looks like they worked through the electrical problems.
Oh yeah,
for the store.
I heard that last night. Ed, if you guys weren't here, found a solution yesterday.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah, something. I'm not an electrician, so it has to
I
deal with 10,000 watt.
I believe what Ed said.
Converter
You
or
don't need no
something?
stinking breaker box.
Yeah, which is
Just
good
like
old
that.
fashioned. Just plug it right into the
you
city.
Yeah.
Flip that switch.
Real man plug.
Yeah, the
We have
Yeah.
a
sparks
store to
flying
open
off.
here. We have people to feed.
That's
yeah.
right.
Something like the Dr. Frankenstein's lab with the spinning wheels and the static and
1.21 gigawatts. Yeah, we're gonna teleport the whole building.
yeah. So yeah, they figured out some workaround because we're not going to get the 42,000, but there
Watt.
is watt or something, so we can there is a workaround that the city and the architect have signed off on, and so they're busy doing that. So hopefully next week we can get our inspections going.
There you
and
go.
We'll get back on track.
Make sure to hide the extension cord when the inspector comes by.
Yes,
Coffee says.
yes, that's very important.
We're pretty aware of that type of stuff generally.
Fun fact: Dave's hand was actually. He was helping.
Yeah.
No, I think the official story from last night was
Pizza cutter.
Ron, because of the tension of the Kickstarter, I mentioned the lighthouse to Ron, and he attacked me with the pizza cutter that Garage Yeti brought us. Yeah, that's now the official story.
Ringing the bell in one hand, attacking with a pizza.
Yeah.
He was on a rampage.
Yeah. Kickstarter got to him.
What is it, that Joan Crawford thing? I told you no more lighthouse.
Yeah, we'll make a tiny little pizza cutter soon. That'd be funny as a miniature. All the artists were here last week. So the Twitch schedule streaming stuff has been kind of a little bit wonky because of the Kickstarter party and the Kickstarter and the artists and all that stuff. Like Crow's Nest didn't happen this past week. I think Rhonda's show, Beyond the Kit, didn't happen. So things should start getting back to regular cadence now that all the artists are back home and things like that. So it's always fun to have them here.
And we're starting to build up for ReaperCon.
That's right. I'm excited. ReaperCon's the jam. I'm super excited. Will we see a new paint pokey? I don't know, Dr. Bob. I haven't heard anything about a new one.
Do you usually do a new paint pokey for each ReaperCon?
No, this kind of started many years ago when the paint pokey first came around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2019, I had an idea. I was like, because I was dumb, and
Those are the best ideas.
I was like, yeah, Ron, I can polish a couple of hundred of them for you and acid dip them and polish them up.
Blowtorch them and yeah.
I could lacquer them up, make them look all nice, and then I made a big display out of them, and they were really popular.
Mm-hmm.
And then so we started making them, but I'm like, I'm not polishing them those. You can just make them regular, not polished.
Ain't happening. No more.
So if you got a polished one from 2019, those were, I think I only made like 250 or some odd of them. So
you should have stamped them,
might.
or something,
Huh?
But you should have
Stamp
them or
Stamp
something.
them, put my name in it in the back.
1, 2, put your name on them.
Maybe I can number them. No, I'm not adding any more work to anything. So who knows? I don't know. I don't know what we would do since we're in Barrowgate. I have an idea of what I think would be cool, but maybe not. Because so I've been asking Ron and Joseph about some cool story tidbits from this next year's ReaperCon.
Yeah.
And one of the things I latched onto is what Joseph said, is that in these in Barrowgate, they have this thing called ghost vanes. Do you know what like a weather vane? Like with the northeast, south, and west. It usually normally has a rooster on the top, like on top of the barn and stuff.
Right.
Well, they have ghost vanes, and it's what they use to like know when ghosts are around. And so like they have them on the houses and stuff like that. So they'll like go crazy when there's ghosts and that's kind of like the loose lore of it all. And I thought that was pretty cool. So I think we can make that a focus of some of the decorations and things around ReaperCon. So I was thinking about what we could do, and that's just one of the things I thought of. Could be a ghost vein pokey tool, but I don't know how that would work. A lighthouse one would work. I think that'd be fun. Just make like a little shrunk down version of the lighthouse.
No, I think it would go something simple like the shield of the Green Griffin or something.
Sig. Oh, that's a good idea. Sig Wolf. I'm not going to do all the extra work. Also, John, maybe I could number them.
So true.
Yeah,
true.
I speaking of extra work, I did all the Reaper Challenge League points. I found a pretty good way to do it pretty quickly. we were kind of worried since Margaret used to do a lot of the RCL point stuff, and she's been really busy with work now that she's going back to work, and medical stuff that she has, and all the work stuff that she's doing up there. And so not all the moderators have a lot of time to give out the points and stuff throughout the day. Quindy's moderating the chat, she's doing all that stuff. So I got caught up on last month's points, but I was kind of worried about how long it was going to take. I thought it was going to take me a couple of hours, but I figured out a pretty good system, and I think it did okay. But the bot kind of broke a little bit to where the moderators couldn't give points or take away points from people. So I think it would just had to do with an update in the person who created the bot. So I went back and fixed it all, but it's all working now. So we're back on track.
Our Dread Skull, do you know when the full Green Griffin PDF will be available to download?
I see a lot of people asking, and that's good to hear. I'm glad a lot of people are asking. I will ask. I know Ron's mentioned it. I just don't know when.
Yeah, Ron's busy putting some spelling errors in it, those finishing touches.
Yeah, I know that it needs to be proofread and probably relayed out, because the one that you guys see is the 12-page, I think, 12-page PDF of the Green Griffin, which I know there's a bigger version, as alluded to by Joseph and Ron. But I know I would expect sometime around ReaperCon if I had to guess. But I'm not sure.
I don't know, Dr. Bob. What is the mini capsule?
Any chance of having the mini capsule back at ReaperCon this year? Mini capsule? Is that the thing where you put the coin in and the gumball machine with the miniatures in it?
Oh.
Is that what you're talking about, Dr. Bob? Let us know.
Yeah.
Mini capsule. It sounds like a time capsule, so I'm not sure.
Yeah,
the only capsule I know of is the gumball. Yeah, gumball. I know we still have those machines. It could be possibly that we could do it again. We'll see. I don't know. That's I'll write it down and bring it up in the ReaperCon meeting. See if that's something. If we want to put some exclusive stuff in there.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. Capsule.
Right.
Speaking of things at ReaperCon, is anything else you guys want to see?
Moonlight Minis. Thank you.
Hey, Moonlight. That's Christine Ben Patton.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I think she was working on the mermaids for May, if I'm correct.
The May Mermaids?
Yeah, May Mermaids. Correct. Look at that marketing.
Yeah. Hey, Christine, how you doing?
Yeah, Kyle and Christine are smart. They're good at marketing themselves. So I think that's what she was working on. Yep. Yeah, Imogen. That's Kyle.
That's Kyle. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So, Imogen, I think is it a 82? No, it would be 81 or 83 Corvette?
Oh, yeah, the Corvette. You saw it at the party?
Yeah, yeah.
Mermaid. Yep. Made with a D at the end.
75, really? Oh, okay.
Our car people over here, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Vroom, vroom. I actually saw the car that I'm going to get next. I actually saw it out in the wild.
Do tell.
I'm getting a Maverick. That's my plan. The new Maverick that just came out from
Ford. Yeah.
Ford Maverick. I saw one. Like, actually,
John said he was going to lift it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm
going to put 32-inch
tires on it.
Yeah.
Put a brush guard on the front and some long horns on the
I think
hood.
it's going to be taller than Ron's Rubicon.
Hell yeah, brother. That's my goal, is to be bigger than Ron's car.
Years ago, this is one of those back, when we wrote everything in stone, it would have been 68, 69, living in San Antonio, and Ford introduced their new, one of their new competitors to compete against the Nova. The Chevrolet Nova, and it was called the Maverick.
Oh,
and we actually got a plastic Maverick promo car, and I remember that as a kid.
Yeah, from my knowledge, this is kind of the reintroduction of the Maverick.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like it. It looks really nice. I'm not a truck guy. I've never really been a big truck person. But
is it a truck?
Yeah, it's a truck.
It's more like a sedan. I would say more like a.
It's a sedan
Pinto.
with a bed in the back.
Okay. Well, the original Maverick was just a 2 or 4 door.
Oh no!
Car.
Weren't those called Pintos at one point?
No, the Pintos were the disposable throwaway car.
Which is the one that had a bed in the back, but it was still basically a sedan?
The bed in the back, but it was a sedan.
Yeah.
The Ranchero?
No, Bob knew exactly. El Camino. It looks like an El Camino.
Okay, El Camino. Yeah, the Ford version was the Ranchero. Yeah.
El Camino. People in chat are saying
it's basically an El Camino, but
Ranchero?
more gas efficient by far, I think.
But after seeing it in person, it's way smaller than I thought, which I'm glad.
Yeah.
I think they're calling it a compact truck.
It is very small.
I think that's what they're calling it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Nomad. That was the GM failure of the Nova. which means no-go in Spanish. It didn't sell well as a car in Mexico and South America.
And then Ford came out with the bastardized Explorer/truck combo.
I've been looking at the Blazer, the new Blazers. I like
The
that.
Trailblazer?
No, just the Blazer.
Isn't that what you got, Justin? Trailblazer?
No. I got a Grand Cherokee Trailhawk.
Trailhawk. I knew it had trail in it.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm excited for it.
yeah, are we on for money trivia?
Oh yeah, let's go. Hit us with it.
All right, so this is a part 1 of 2-part series.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's about counterfeiting.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, making that money. Watching porn.
Hold on.
As Ed can attest to, I watch a lot of porn. There you go. So,
I'm sorry,
okay,
Jack.
picture this, that the, see, they're still talking about engines. So, the United States is more worried about making coins, silver coins, gold coins, something that has value, because people don't really put value in paper money. And the Civil War was fast approaching. And so since the Jackson had basically ixnayed the United States, the second national bank of the United States, there was no central bank. So states were now chartering their own banks and issuing their own money. So you had variety, over 1,500 different banks, and the value of the money was only as good as long as the bank was in existence. So the farther away you got away from the bank, the less value that was put on that paper money. And so counterfeiters at the day just had a field day. It was estimated between a third and half of all the notes in circulation during that time were counterfeit notes.
What years?
This is pre-1861.
Okay. Oh, wow. Long time ago.
Yeah. And so now all of a sudden, because the government, like I said, is only interested in coins, the gold coins and the silver coins, not paper. So then all of a sudden the Civil War happens, and the U.S. government is now, they need a way to fund the Civil War.
Yeah.
So what they do is they start printing money. And that's where the term, when they put green on the back, that's where greenbacks come from. Well, now you have a standardized currency going into effect. So they started reining in the counterfeiters and doing away with these state banks. It is estimated that back then, I said 1/3 to half of all the notes. Nowadays, it's 1 in 10,000 notes is counterfeit, which is good. That's just good. The most common note, again, it's called money trivia. For counterfeiting within the continental or within the United States is the $20 bill.
I was going to say $20 bill.
Yeah, because if you pass a 50 or 100, most of the time they're sitting there looking at it, trying to discern it. They will pay attention, and as a counterfeiter, you don't want them paying attention. You just want them to take it and go. Yeah, it's $20. Right now, T. Tuckerman, outside of the United States, the most common bill counterfeited, the U.S. $100 bill.
Interesting.
And in fact, one time we actually got a counterfeit 20 at the store. I was going through, and I have a money counter, to help me check out real fast and stuff. And this bill kept popping out, so I started looking at it and I go, So I did my analysis, and this damn thing's counterfeit. So someone had passed a counterfeit $20. Yeah, and so and it was a 20, and so just to see, I had to check. Paxton, one of our employees, was working the store, and so I went up there and said, "Hey, could you break this for me?" And so he just grabs it, puts it in there, hands me. I said, "It's counterfeit. Give it back." You need to look closer.
Isn't there a test where they get the pen and they mark across it?
Well, yeah, and that's because of the substance in the paper, and if it comes out black, that means that it's not the correct paper. And the paper, they call it paper, but it's really more cotton fiber and cloth. That's what gives it its unique feel. Now, since you brought that up, I'll bring this up. Watching a special on a counterfeiter one time, he found out, and you got to imagine the ingenuity of some of these counterfeiters. He found out that the Aquanet hairspray that you can get at the grocery store, you saturate the paper with that, and that counters those pins.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see.
Welcome to ReaperLand 95, where we teach you how to counterfeit money.
Yeah. And as a kid, very true story, as a kid, I always viewed money as art. So I would get $1 bills, and I would draw them out, and I was never that good, but it just passed the time and it was fun, right? A gentleman in the 1870s, 1880s, Emmanuel Niger, actually drew out and painted money and was passing it in the West. Justin, that first photo?
And this is the one of 2 bills?
Yeah.
To clarify? Okay.
Yeah. There you go. So the top one, the top one is genuine. The bottom one is one that he actually hand drew and painted and did. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I'd collect one of these. Are these highly collectible, I assume?
So, that's pretty good that he did that. How he got caught is he went and counterfeited. He would do like a bill a week.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was a mass production thing. But he ended up going to someplace to buy cigars and tried to pass a $50 bill, but he put it down and there was some water.
And it
started bleeding and everything else, and that's how he ended up getting caught.
Wow.
Let's see. There's Emmanuel. Okay, now when does it art and when is it counterfeit? Right? A guy named George Blogg basically would hand draw and paint dollar bills like this one. It was just something that he would do, and he would actually pass them, or he would actually offer them. This is obviously not real, and people would give him like a free meal, and so I'll take that. That's pretty good. I'll keep that, and so they would pay for his meal or something like that, and then it became so popular because he'd only do one side. He wouldn't do both, and everybody knew this was not a real bill. So it's actually now more art, and now some of that art actually resells for like $420,000.
Nice,
Justin.
And that's this one.
Yeah.
Hold on. There we go.
Oh.
There you go. Now this $20 bill was never ever a real $20 bill. That's Grover Cleveland. He's actually on the $1,000 bill, never on the 20. And this is all just him coming up. You could see where he's actually signed it to the right. That's not the Secretary of the Treasury. And then up there where it says, this note is legal tender. Remember we had that discussion, legal tender for all debts, public and private. Do you hear anything being said here, or am I empty now? Hello, is anybody?
That's funny.
Yeah. Brandon, Florida, right above the 20. Anyway, so he's probably one of the best known artists. The country in chat, what's the country that is credited with the most counterfeit money? Anybody?
You said the country?
The country.
The country. I'm gonna say Thailand.
I wanna just be basic and say like Brazil or like.
Okay. No. Not Paul. John, you're the closest. It's Peru. Peru is actually, as a country, is the most prolific in printing money. No, money. DACA, you're close, but no, Peru actually produces more. Some of the stuff that they do, I remember seeing a special on it where they'd actually have a kid and a razor blade, and he would actually saw into the paper and then do a needle and thread and actually pull the little threads, the nylon threads that you use, that you could hold up to the black light and see, and it would illuminate. Yeah, he would actually just sit there all day long, just threading paper for them to overprint. Another one, which I saw in chat, is another creative way. What they ended up doing was they would get a $5 bill, which has the strip in it. So you have the paper, you have the strip, and what you do is you would use a degreaser to actually remove all the ink. So now you just have the paper and the insert, and then you would run it through a printing press and put $100 on it.
Yeah.
And
it's
so
the same material in the
or
band.
a 20 or something. And the whole idea is to get you to like Paxton, here's a 20. Oh, okay. Well, here, I'm going to check it with a black light. Oh yeah, it's got a strip in it, even though the strips are actually color coded on our money, but who knows, can you tell me what the color of the strip is, the 5?
No idea. I'm going to say blue.
No, it's yellow.
See?
So anyway, let's see. Okay.
And
now
the strips are in different places.
Huh?
Dr. Bob says the strips are in different places.
Yes, they are in different places, and they are labeled. They actually have printing on them, and they're colored. But again, what you hope to do is
5 says 5.
5. You hope to pass it when they're busy, and it's like just a routine check. You do the pen, it passes the pen because it's the real paper. look under the black light. Yeah, it's got a stripe. Okay, move on.
Yeah.
You know, you're not there to sit there and analyze every
Yeah,
bill.
I'm here to buy some Starbucks.
Yeah.
Or some
So,
Skittles.
Or like that joke where the guy's like, you go to the Dollar General and you give him a $100 bill and the cashier's just checking it and everything. And it's like, lady, if I was counterfeiting, do you think I'd be at the Dollar General?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Anyway, what you'd mentioned earlier, Dhaka, North Korea. North Korea, what they did as a country, very similar to Nazi Germany. Nazi Germany had a plan to counterfeit the English pound, and then on one of their bombing raids, just literally blanket the country with these counterfeit notes. But since it's a
tank the
yeah,
currency.
yeah, and so that goes into hyperinflation, collapses their economy because people are passing them. It's like, hey, I got free money here.
Yeah.
And since it's a government doing it, you don't have to worry about getting caught, and you have almost unlimited resources of a government to do it. They tried it, and it never really came to fruition the way the Nazis wanted to. However, Kim Jong-il, when North Korea defaulted on their international loan, we're now strapped. No one wants to loan them money, and they're strapped for cash. And since they're being the reclusive country anyway, the only way they can make money is by selling, opium or something like that. So what they ended up doing is they acquired a printing press, an Intaglio printing press, which is probably we could fit 2 inside of our shop. They're big, huge monster. And that's how the U.S. government prints their money. So the normal counterfeiting operation, John or me and John or something like that, we don't have the money to buy the Intaglio type printing press. We don't have the resources to go and find where we could find the paper, the manufactured and all that sort of stuff. But a country like North Korea does. So they've actually set up their own and started counterfeiting what they call the super notes. And with the country doing it and your artists constantly working, they actually produced the $100 bill that could fool just about anybody except the Federal Reserve. But the thing is that they had to put in imperfections in them that would not trigger the machines, if you're the local merchant machines, but at the same time you had to make sure that you could check to make sure that someone wasn't buying your fake money with your own fake money.
Oh, okay.
You wanted real money. So anyway, that's what they call the super notes. And your latest $100, if you remember the latest $100 has that blue 3D, not 3, yeah, it's 3D
like a
strip.
pearlescent?
Yeah, that strip right there. That was another step to try and shut down the counterfeit of if you have an Intaglio, you can make this. Oh well, now you need this. So.
Man, Dr. Bob knows a lot about counterfeit money.
Does he?
Yeah, I'm gonna check all your money at ReaperCon.
What do you got?
Oh, I see it. I see the band right there.
What, the strip?
Yeah, it says US 20, USA 20 on it.
Yeah. And then over on the right-hand side, on the paper, you have a watermark
of the face
of the face of the person, and all that is as they're making the money, they run it through like a press that actually impresses just a little bit into the paper to make the paper slightly thinner in there, and they call those watermarks.
Oh.
Well, I'm not impressed.
You're not?
I'm just flexing on pulling my money out.
Actually, speaking of money, I had a couple of $100 bills I tried to deposit earlier, and the ATM wouldn't take them. So then there was like a brief moment of panic where I was like, wait a minute. I hope these aren't counterfeit. So then I took them inside and they accepted it, and I was like, well, I don't know if that made this better.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
So that's the first part of our series. The next week we'll finish it up. The $20 I was referring to, what I ended up doing is I took it to the bank and I flat out told them, this is counterfeit. But I don't know, what do you do? Here it is.
Yeah.
And I filled out a form basically. When did you find it? Where what happened? What information do you have? You fill out the form. They take it. They give you no credit for it. I was out $20, and then they'll turn it over to the government.
Yeah, I guess you could look at your transactions that depending on how often you check the drawer and kind of track it that way.
But we don't have that kind of So
it's like It was the third 20 on the stack.
Yeah. No.
This person came in, yeah.
So if you happen to find counterfeit money, do not try and spend it. There, that's the public service announcement from ReaperLand.
Yeah, what if you
don't know it's
I'm sure you
then you can claim ignorance, and hopefully your story is good enough that they'll believe you.
Yeah.
According to Trash, it says if they take your fake money, the onus is on them.
So the warning, ReaperLand's warning: if you know it's counterfeit, do not try and spend it. Just basically turn it over to the bank or call the police or something.
Yeah, luckily nobody really has cash anymore over a certain age.
What are you trying to say, John?
I'm just saying, I don't remember the last time I used cash. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, what's that?
This has been in my wallet for like 5 years. I just never use it because I just always take my card out, and it just ends up just staying.
That's true. I do have more Belizean dollars in my wallet than I do have U.S. dollars.
The person who gave it might not have known.
Yeah.
That's true,
that's
Eric. That is
important.
absolutely true. Yeah. It was a pretty good 20. It was. But and if he got away with it, he maybe he got it and didn't know and gave it to us, and you just don't know.
The only thing I know anything about counterfeit is magic cards. That's the only thing I really know.
The important stuff
About. Yes, but assets, cardboard assets.
And don't they have because China has counterfeit presses?
They could be anywhere,
but you have to tear them, and then there's layers in the card.
You can do all kinds of different tests. There's the bend test because magic cards have these thin layer of blue, like kind of elastic material down the middle of the card. So if you bend it and it kind of goes back to its normal position, then it has that card in it. It's to help create it, helps keep it straight.
Yeah.
And then there's the a lot of they get like jewelers. Little testers, right?
Yeah.
And on the old school style magic cards, they used to print in layers of ink. Mm-hmm. So you would do like this layer and then this layer and then this layer, right? So you could definitely tell if something is not overlapped.
Yes.
All the counterfeits have overlapped ink. It's like all printed at one instead of different layers. They tried different holographic stickers and things like that. There's all kinds of little things that you can look at with a little eyeglass to make sure. There's the tear test is what you're talking about.
But you have to make sure. Yeah. It's destructive test at that point. Yeah.
There's all kinds of, theories and ways to look at things out there.
Let's see. Carta Mundi, the company that prints magic cards, is in downtown Dallas. There you go.
You're correct. If I remember correctly, there was a big leak a few years ago for magic cards where I think one of the employees was, maybe sneaking some stuff out or maybe they threw a bunch of stuff away in the dumpster and somebody went and dumpster dived it or something like that. There was a big leak. I remember a couple years ago.
Yeah. I don't do magic, so I don't know. I do dollars.
Yeah, here, let me rep your Black Lotus. Yeah, I don't remember what the last. I don't remember what the last.
Yep, it's real. Yeah, exactly.
I think it was I don't remember 10,000. It has to be over 10,000. I can't remember.
So anyway, there's your money trivia.
It's called a loop.
A loop?
Lupe?
Yeah.
Coffee Knitter Beer is a former commercial printer. Nice. But yeah, sounds sus.
Yeah, exactly. Trash. Yeah.
I do like when they're called sheets, because they print all the magic cards, and I'm assuming how they do money, right? In big sheets.
Yes.
And then they cut it.
Yeah.
And
have you never been out to the bureau out there in North Fort Worth?
It's right next to my house.
Shit, you should go. If you're going to do the zoo, you should take the kids and go do that.
All right.
Natural leap, yes.
This is the natural next step.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can get full sheets of magic cards, so you can. A lot of people get them framed and hung up.
And you can. And right now the government prints them in 32 sheets. I think it's 4 across and 8 down. 32 per sheet, and you can buy uncut money.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And so that's why sometimes they're called misprints, or they're really rare and really popular. So if they're off center, maybe they cut it just slightly wrong where it has the previous half of the next card on it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of those that people really like.
Well, the years ago as a kid, and this is when I'm like 12 or 13, Dad took me to the, back then there was only one mint that was printing money, and that was in Washington, D.C. And he took us on a tour. And I remember, one, you had these ladies literally with these opera magnifying glasses, and they had a sheet of 32 over here and over here.
This is like QC?
And, yeah. And they would sit there and do that, and if everything was fine, they'd flip it and do that. And if they found any imperfection, they'd get a big red pen and just the whole sheet would be destroyed.
They would sell that.
No, they wouldn't sell it. It was an
Recycle it?
imperfection. It needed to go.
Got it.
And now, when I went out to the Fort Worth one, they have computers for that. You don't have a whole room of all these old ladies. Yeah. And literally, by the time this sheet of money travels from point A to finally get stacked to point B, it's gone through like over 100 tests in a computer. And literally, by the time it starts and goes through all the tests, if they find, the computer finds any imperfection, it's shot off here to be recycled instead of going into the final stack.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So if you can buy uncut money, is it illegal to cut it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What if you accidentally cut it?
It's legal tender. Yeah, you can cut it all you want to. Yeah.
Oh, no, okay. So if you bought a sheet of $100 bills that's uncut, you would pay $100 per bill.
No, you'd pay more.
Oh.
So like would be $3,200, but the mint's not going to sell it for $3,200. They're here to make money.
Yeah.
So you might spend
$3,500.
$3,500. And there you go.
And it's going to cost you $600 to cut it.
Presumably you're going to frame it or something like that. But if you want to, cut it up. But you're just costing yourself money.
Yeah.
It's kind of like another one is the copy printers and inkjet. Did you know that your copier itself actually only exactly. They're here to make money. They actually the copier, like in my office, will actually reproduce something, but it's like at 99% or 98% actual size. And so when you put bills into vending machines, similar to the money counters and all that, there's actually a photo plate that it goes through. It takes a real quick picture, and it's just measuring marks to make sure that and if it's good, it gives it and gives you credit. If it doesn't, it spits it back, all at the speed of a computer. And for a while there, what would happen is these high graphic color printers, you'd put money on there, and then the U.S. government required that Hewitt Packard or whoever, basically it said bill detected. And what would happen is you'd get a whole sheet of black. In other words, I'm using up all your toner, and it says bill detected right here, i.e., don't try and use this to counterfeit to money. I'll eat up all your toner.
Wow. I see. So that way, it would cost you more in toner than it would to.
Yeah, and it won't reproduce the bill. It just keeps eating up instead of you using the.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like watching the specialists who resemble damaged cash from things like decay house fires, who reassemble damaged cash. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not counterfeiting, but yes, actually, that is. If you have old money that's been damaged in a fire, they find it in a mattress, or they find it, someone put it in their wall, and the house has got flooded, and I mean, just sat there and it rotted or something. If they can, based on the serial numbers, if they can actually produce 51% of that bill, the U.S. government will give you credit. And there's a whole department that all they do is they just take this money apart, and then they try and put it back together. And once they get 51,
that's a $5 bill.
Yeah. But it's got to be 51%. If you don't have that, then they're not going to give you credit.
If they can reassemble it, you get credit. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So that's like if, let's say there's a stack of money and it catches on fire, and literally half of it gets burnt, or a little bit over half because you need 51%. Then they give you credit for all that?
You have to have remaining 51%. So if 49% got burnt, they would give you credit for it.
Interesting.
Because if you had 50%, you could get 2 for 1, right? So it's got to be 51%.
Yeah, so you get half your money back. That'd be funny.
And I mean, they have some of the most bizarre. I saw a special on that. They have some of the most bizarre. Like literally, some guy was scared, so he cut out sheetrock and then put his money in there, and then redid it up in his house. And then of course he died and didn't tell anybody. And then the house got flooded, and so then the kids were tearing out the old sheetrock, and then they find all this money, and it's now, been there forever, and it's starting to deteriorate. And
that's funny.
Yes, if you only have 50% marbles.
Oh yeah, marble time.
Well, what about photos? Are we going to do any photos
yeah.
or no?
We'll get back to photos at someday.
Oh, okay.
You know, we're still getting back in the groove of things after the Kickstarter.
Listen, we make the rules here. If we want to talk about money for an hour, GD will
I had
do
fun.
it.
I like learning stuff.
I agree.
If I found a chest of old $50 coins, say from Wells Fargo, are you allowed to keep it, or would Wells Fargo try and claim it? It would depend on where you found it.
Hypothetically.
First off, it would depend on where you found it. Whoever, like if it was buried on some land, the landowner owns that, kind of thing. So you'd first have to determine who actually owns it before you could keep it.
Okay, Justin, let's do this one thing, because I see people talking about it in chat. I went and found it and put it in the folder. Coffee Nerdery Beers. It's called Image 5656.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Now I can locate it easily.
Yep.
That's sarcasm, by the way.
Oh, sorry. All the other ones have names. This is the only one that says Image.
Yeah, but I don't have names for
Still,
stuff.
Madman, it depends. If it's on federal land, then the federal government owns it. Someone owns the land. There is no land that is not owned by someone or under the federal government.
Take the coins out of the chest. No one will know.
And there you go.
This one?
Yeah. People in chat were talking about it, and I just wanted to show it up. I just added it because I went and found it on the Facebook page. But this is the Yeti. I think it's a Bones 1 Yeti. This is Coffee Nerdery Beer in chat. Did this one. And he has an accordion.
Yeah. We didn't put they modded this.
Yeah, they modded
Yeah,
it,
okay.
Because I think normally he has like a necklace and he's like growling. Yeah. But it's so funny. An accordion. It's where'd you get that accordion? Or did you make it out of something? Or
It's a real
what?
accordion.
Nerdery Beer? What'd you say, Justin?
That's a real accordion.
Yeah.
It's an orc accordion. Yeti bard. Oh, it's a bard. He's playing music and singing.
The best thing to do, Madman, if that actually happened to you, would be just take a few gold coins and just sell them at a gold shop. Don't bring in an entire chest, because then they're going to ask questions. But if you bring one or two, it's like, it's my dad's coins,
She sculpted it
Jesus.
out of cosplay.
Oh,
Shout out to cosplay. That looks awesome.
yeah.
Did you bake it? You had to bake it, right? Of course, maybe.
Also, to clarify as a disclaimer, what Dave says is not legal advice.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Weird Al Yetivic.
Yetivic.
Exactly, Paul John. Exactly.
Speaking of Weird Al, there's a new movie. Justin showed me the trailer
Yeah,
for
it
it.
was crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I like him.
It's funny because he's a short actor playing one of the tallest musicians ever.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really funny. Obviously, it's meant to be kind of a tongue-in-cheek and parody and funny, just like Weird Al, obviously. But I'm curious about it at the very least. We didn't even say who is playing it.
It's called Weird.
It's
I
called
think?
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe
playing the story of
Harry Potter.
Okay. Yeah.
Harry Potter's playing Weird Al.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of interviews with Weird Al. Did you know that he was talking? He usually tries to get the artist permission. Doesn't have to,
yeah.
but he tries to. And he was trying to get "Live and Let Die" sung by Paul McCartney to do that. And Paul McCartney is a noted vegetarian, and so his parody song title was going to be "Chicken Pot Pie." But Paul's like, "No, I'm a vegetarian. I'd prefer you not to do it." Now, Al could have done it if he wanted to, but because Paul asked him not to, he said he didn't. He never released the song.
That's a good one. Who's playing John in ReaperLive? Also Daniel Radcliffe? No, I would say what's his? Oh, I'm blanking so hard. He was in The Hangover.
Danny DeVito.
No, I was in The Hangover.
I would be Danny DeVito.
He had the baby on his chest. Really, kind of the one that messed everything up.
I don't know the actor's name. I don't remember the actor's name. He does Between Two Ferns.
Yeah, Between Two Ferns. I can't remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he hasn't been in a movie in a while, so I am kind of Zach Galifianakis.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Good one, Albivazin.
So you're gonna do Zach?
No. He would play me in the Reaper Live movie.
Yeah.
Zach Galifianakis. The Louvre. Good one. Good one, Bloodwild. All right.
Yeah.
Let's
I like
Call
Danny
that a
DeVito
callback.
to do me. So.
Brad Pitt. Oh, I'm excited to see Brad Pitt's new movie.
Mm-hmm.
Bullet Train, I think is what it's called. It looks like a good time. That looks like a blockbuster popcorn movie to me. Have you seen the trailer for that, Justin?
I have
not.
We
I
should
didn't.
watch
Check
it.
it out.
We should watch it right now.
What, like on ReaperLand?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, the trailer, not the movie.
Yeah, the trailer. We should watch the trailer.
I could pull it up.
Yeah.
Actually, wait.
I want to do React
trailers?
content. Do you know what React content is?
No.
There's a whole genre on YouTube for years and years and years and years now where people react to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like people will react to movie trailers and TV show trailers, and they'll react to whole episodes of shows and stuff.
Oh.
Obviously, you have to do some editing to where you can't show the TV show, but I watch it all the time. So I think
Yes, Violent or the Red. Yeah, they actually say
Born This
that imitation is the ultimate flattery.
Oh,
and it's
that's
true.
Cool, Lady
Yeah.
Gaga. That's funny. I like that story.
I like Lady Gaga. I don't have a lot of her songs, but I like her.
I heard she was good
As
in
an
the
artist.
most recent movie. What was it the
The
Gucci?
House of,
House of
we
Gucci.
saw her at I saw the movie.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, yeah, it was a good movie.
I liked her in the Brad Cooper movie. That thing was damn good.
the musical?
Yeah, well, yes.
The Star is Born?
Star is Born, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Okay, so Justin, what are we doing? What
All
are we
right,
doing? What are we
Marvel
doing?
time.
Well, so my immediate attention is
And I have that song, Al Beaverson.
we could do.
They had a fan. They had a fan of Toto, or Weezer, and
Yep.
they wrote it, and they said you should probably do a cover of Toto Africa song. And so Weezer's like, okay,
All right.
sure. So
Yeah.
they did it.
I've heard
And then they asked Weird Al to come in on the video, and he's
Oh.
actually playing on the video.
Yeah, that's me and Sarah's song, actually.
Oh yeah,
Toto.
yeah.
Africa by Toto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about Brenda's Hammer Chamber by Fatty McFatass? All
With a
right,
name
so
like that.
Brenda's, what's it called? Brenda's Hammer?
Chamber, Brenda's Hammer Chamber.
Okay. Oh, it's cookie.
Cookie dough.
Oh, speaking of cookie dough,
Yeah.
this past weekend when we went to the zoo, we stopped at this place called Cookie Dough Delight,
Okay.
and it's basically like ice cream, but it's edible cookie dough.
Oh,
Just
okay. Yeah.
flavors of edible cookie
We
dough.
went to a place like that out. Yeah. I just
Oh.
recently ate a place like that too.
I
It
was in
was
heaven.
so sweet.
It was really sweet,
It was really sweet.
but I love cookie dough.
Mm-hmm.
But we even got a thing that they sell called puppy dough.
Oh
You can feed it to your
dear
dog.
God.
Oh.
Hammer
wow.
time. Hey, it's Brenda's Hammers.
Yeah.
Good luck here, folks.
You know, these are all the rolling pins that you use to hammer out the dough.
Yeah. And lasers.
The lasers are cooking it
Yeah.
to make them cookies.
It doesn't look like anybody's going to get through this.
Exclamation point play if you're new here. Everybody's spamming it in chat. Just copy them. It'll create a marble for you, and then you guys can race to the end here, and try to win for our hearts, our glory, and our love and affection.
And did you order the marbles for ReaperCon yet?
I have not. I did
Okay.
send an email to the guy.
Yeah.
I just haven't ordered it yet.
Yeah. I want a cookie with frickin' laser beams.
Laser bee.
This does make me want a cookie though.
And
These cookies look like they're made by a witch. Palos Apep in first.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you're doing better, buddy. I got your email.
if you're not sure what John's talking about, there's some evangelical guy who's going around saying that there's like 3 members
Witches.
of his
Congregation.
congregation that are witches, and he knows who they are.
Vengeful.
We were
Bye-bye.
listening to the short on before the show.
Look at Varl. Oh,
Oh God.
Oh,
look.
Come on, Varl.
yeah. Bear's like, I'm not
Varl.
sure I want to go.
Oh my gosh, Varl. By the grace of God, he made
There
it
you
through all
go.
the hammers.
Yeah.
Imogen also. Oh, Coffee Nerdery Beer. I think Coffee Nerdery Beer made it on the left side.
Ah.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm sorry. Oh, there goes Imogen. Bye, Kyle. Wait. Oh, yeah,
What's
he bounced out.
happening here?
Is anybody left?
Oh, I don't think
Otis.
Otis?
so. Otis? Oh, no.
No.
That was it. Wait, is there anybody left?
Clavicus.
Oh,
Where?
Clavicus. Hit 1 on the keyboard. Oh,
Oh,
he's flying through the air.
Oh, all right, Clavicus.
All right, Clav.
Final moment.
I like
Clavis is on his way to the moon.
You see the face on the left?
Jesus.
That's a good face, Clavicus.
That was hellacious.
Good
All
game,
right.
everybody. No winners today. No winners for you. Good one, Justin. What was the kill percent of that? 100%?
98%, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Let's see here.
Straight falling runway? That sounds kind of boring.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Charging monstrous mystery.
Where do you see that?
30% and 100% right there. Yeah.
We'll try this one.
Sparkly sparkles.
Classic.
Good God. I wish we need a catchphrase.
We need a catchphrase? I know there's a witch.
Yeah, there's a witch. Some people say I have an accent. I don't think I do. Only when somebody said when I get tired, I sound Texan, but I don't hear it. Obviously, if you've been around it your whole life, you don't know. I like this. This is cool. So this makes me think that we can do kind of Reaper.
It's just a land
photo.
Yeah, photo background.
Gantry?
Yeah.
What is it called? where they scan it. Oh gosh, I've been doing stuff with LiDAR scannings. I should know this. Somebody in chat will know. A lot more smarter people than me out there. I know a handful of witches. Nothing wrong with them. We're not saying that there's nothing wrong.
No. This is just some stupid evangelical guy
we're
that's
just making jokes.
Yeah. No, I know
his accent. He's from Tennessee.
What is it? That classic line that you always say? I know some witches, and they're friends of mine. Yeah.
Oh, I'm photogrammetry. I was right. Thank you, Sig Wolf. I owe you a drink at ReaperCon. It's all made up. I prefer the term pagan. I like that name. I like that that title. Looks like we got a lot of normal marbles here. Maybe all the people that have decorated marbles will pull ahead. All right. Oh. Carrie Michael.
Wow. They're off to the races.
Is that Otis in the front too? Oh, this just looks like a just straight runway kind of situation. Looks like Carrie Michael Cosby is in the front right now. I think I see a little lemon drop in there somewhere.
Son of Bob.
Son of Bob. There's Dr. Bob in chat. Is that your son? Ooh, chain link. This
Interesting. Is this where we all just fall off and die?
This is a well bit.
I guess.
Oh, it is.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Bye-bye, son of Bob. Actually, he didn't F yet. Oh, there he goes. Bye-bye, son. Look, Ma, no hands. Zewo. What's up, Zewo? Haven't seen you in a while. Green users all the way in the back. They're just taking their time. No, they're in no rush.
Making sure everybody gets done.
This has a 30% death rate, so they're just trying to take it slow. Let everybody else kind of play. Was it Trailblaze? Oh, here's another one. Whoa, this is
a
cool.
really long course.
Oh,
nice, Meldrake. Oh,
does the hammer actually hammer anybody out?
We'll find out.
It probably just disrupts, but for the most part, I don't think so.
Nobody fell out right
Necro 2 Shoes.
Necro 2 Shoes.
Wow.
That's my next D&D campaign villain.
Necro 2 Shoes.
Yeah. He's using those 2 shoes and he's running. Look at him. He's way ahead. Albevazin's in second because he came to the Kickstarter party.
Yeah.
If you come to the parties, you get good luck on marble races. It's been confirmed. Lazoral, Pendrake in the middle there. Reaper Miniatures, middle of the pack, I see a Bumblebee and Quinty in the back. I think Quinty's in
Freestyle.
last.
Quinty with the 0 Point Gang.
0 Point Gang, the leader. The gang leader of the 0 Point Gang. Oh, this looks like a very thin
don't go too fast. You'll shoot off the track.
I like these thin little tracks right here. There's like Astley. Oh, the Dogfather's got a little too aggressive there, coming down this little chute.
Freestyle, taken up with the Santa hat.
Oh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like that noise. It's very calming.
Gets through the hammer. Yeah.
Oh, let's see who's gonna get hit by
this. Then over the Ferris wheel.
Oh, almost Necro 2 Shoes. Oh, I don't know who that was, but R.I.P.
We'll see if anyone gets hit by this hammer.
Somebody did already.
Necro 2 Shoes, Reaper Miniatures, Corgi Gal,
I think it was Reaper Miniatures.
Male Drake.
Oh, Magic
Chicken, Mac and Cheese.
Magic Chicken's wings were clipped. He couldn't fly across this little gap right here.
Oh, man.
Roger.
Obi Toby, Vengeful Yo.
You have my name in your name. You got to win. Dr. Bob, all those money facts, but last place. Almost last place.
Oh.
Next.
And you're out of there.
Going straight in fast.
The return of the king.
Oh,
Hoppy Hippo. He hopped right off the map.
Albevazin with a track record.
Shout out to Albevazin. Watch out, there's a comment straight for us. Bam. There you go. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Man, freestyle, you play a lot of marble races.
Yeah, I can tell. Look at all that. Let's look at our leaderboard here.
It's gonna be me.
We got Al Bevison.
Yeah. Freestyle.
Leader of our 0 Point gang is Twisted Oma.
Twisted Oma.
Twisted
Followed right
Oma.
behind Mac and Cheese. What does that say? The real Fosgate. That's a new name. Number 4, 4th place. And then Sierra Fire. That's my favorite drink to get at the bar.
Sierra Fire?
Sierra Fire.
Is that a drink?
No, I'm just making fun of people's names for no reason.
Well, maybe they want to make fun of your name.
That's right. Jon, no H.
And they are welcome to.
That's right. I expect memes aplenty for next week. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Really, I got to go make some more molds. So before I leave for today. And you have any plans for this weekend? Any exciting ones?
I hear there's a
Mother's
car
Day?
show Saturday, so I might go see that.
Meacham? No, it's not
No.
Meacham.
No.
That's the only one I know. I was just
The
trying to
Meacham?
sound impressed.
The
Is
Meacham
it
car
Meacham?
show? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's not that.
I watch it with Sarah's dad because he likes to watch
Yeah.
those.
When I was in the hospital sick back in 2018,
Yeah.
man, that was the one thing that was saving me because you just get bored just sitting there, you know. And the
Yeah.
TV is horrid, but then they would have either the Meekum or they would have the Barrett Jackson.
Barrett Jackson.
And
is
I'd
the
sit
one.
there and just watch it going, oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, there's that, you know. Something to watch.
That's
There's
right.
a-
Elfin Death Squad of Dead. I rigged it. John No H combined with John O.
There's a witch.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are probably going to be doing Mother's Day stuff this weekend. I'm excited to clean my house. Between ReaperCon and everything else, I've just kind of been really
How
lazy.
old are you?
30, almost 32. That's right.
Whoever told you as a kid that life would be so exciting?
I know. I love having a clean house. Coming home and you're everything's clean.
Well,
it feels
yeah,
good.
you love having the clean house, but doing the cleaning really sucks.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I just put on TV.
You probably like doing yard work too.
I really do, actually.
I cannot stand yard work.
I got to mow the yard this weekend too.
I
I'm becoming
definitely
his
have to
parents.
do that.
I love those commercials, Mad Men. Have you seen those commercials?
Yeah,
Progressive,
and they are so true.
They're so funny. I love it. We don't have to print the internet. I love that. I love that. Don't forget your moms this weekend. That's right.
That's
Call your
true. It
moms.
is Mother's Day.
That's right. And then Cinco de Mayo was yesterday. So maybe a lot of people are going to be celebrating this weekend.
And John and company are they're celebrating Siete de Mayo.
Siete de Mayo. Yeah. Since we didn't get to celebrate it during the week, we're celebrating it on Saturday night. Siete de Mayo.
See, I liked your the 5th when you said, it's like May the 4th be with you and
Revenge
then
of the 5th.
Revenge of the 5th.
Yeah, that's been a common thing.
Yeah.
Remind me after this to show you something, Dave.
Okay.
All right.
Well, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
That's right.
You did really well in raising a good group of people because they're right here in chat.
Yeah, Squeezebox Yeti, of course. I'm sure we'll show it off again eventually as well. Once we start to get back into the groove of showing off pictures and things like that. Yeah, I mean, all the normal stuff will be happening next week. I think Reaper Errant is back next Friday.
I believe so.
Now that all the artists are back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then all the normal shows should be back next week. Should be. I'm looking forward to the Crow's Nest when they have Max Dunbar on. I'm excited. I'll watch that episode. I don't really watch any of the other episodes. But take that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, why don't you take a soundbite of that? Do that again.
Me and Proctor were giving each other crap the whole time he was here. Every time he was on the show with me, he would give me crap for not watching Star Wars and things like that. So I was giving him crap for not watching the show.
Yeah.
Right. Hasta la vista, baby.
Sometimes you just gotta stick it in there and see what happens.
As Ed can attest to, I watch a lot of porn.
Good sound bites. All right. Who are we rating today, Justin? Have you looked at anybody yet?
Let's see here.
Who's on today? Anybody in chat? Anybody you guys want to vouch
Yeah,
for? Or
I'm about to say, first one I see in chat. Let's go. First red.
Oh, just look up a random name.
Painterly Git.
Sophie's Bane. We've answered that question quite a bit. There's a bunch of little factors, We changed up some things in this Kickstarter. The way the world is right now.
Oh, I didn't think it underperformed. Well,
Yeah, I was about
It
to say.
performed great in my
I was
opinion.
about to say,
Compared to the last-
proportionately
Yeah.
with the number of models versus last one.
Yeah.
The money is technically actually more per model in terms of business, but
Yes. There's
it
just a
worked.
lot of
It worked
factors
out.
going
Yeah,
on.
it's really for us. It was not really an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very happy with it and very excited to get it working and fulfilled. So I'm very happy with it.
See, Valhalla's on. We rated him a couple of weeks ago. Who? Somebody say I saw Robert Hartley is on. I don't know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Hartley, yeah.
Robert Hartley.
Valhalla Painting is my friend in France. Yeah, I think we've rated him before. He has a dual language stream. I
Quincy's Tavern.
Oh, Quincy's Tavern is on. Robert Hartley GM is the thing, but also Quincy's Tavern's on. I wouldn't mind rating Quincy's Tavern. What's Quincy doing? He's a TikToker and like Instagram person, if I remember correctly.
I don't know what he's doing. He looks like he's hanging out.
Is that right, chat? I know he's a big like D&D person where he like makes funny TikToks about his tavern and he cooks food and things like that. I love David Peterson. Have fun, Pandrake. Tell him we said what's up.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much. Say hi to Quincy for us.
Yeah.
And have a great weekend.
You guys take care.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe.
Yes, stay safe.
Yeah, he's the most wholesome D&D TikToker in existence. Yeah, I like his TikToks.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
This is a city. Some call it Denton, Texas.
We call it ReaperLand.